Although Formula One is the pinnacle of motorsport, it competes with only 10 teams and only 4 of them actually manufacture engines, which makes the remaining 6 teams as the customer teams. Now, at this point of time and at this stage of motorsport, the Volkswagen Group came across a news that not only solved the absence of large global car manufacturers in F1, but also laid down an opportunity to see some faces back in the paddock along with a new team. So, today we will be discussing all about this topic, but before we begin, let's roll this short intro. So, in a recent interview with BBC Sport, Porsche Motorsport Vice President Fritz Enzinger said that Porsche and Volkswagen AG are observing the constantly changing regulations in all relevant racing series around the world. This is also the case with regard to the emerging new engine and drivetrain regulations in Formula One from 2025. As F1 has committed to make e-fuels a central part of the sport from 2025, senior F1 figures have also said that Porsche has been involved in the discussion around the new engine rules. Talks between relevant parties over the new F1 rules have moved on to the detail of regulations, which are part of wider plan for the sport to achieve net zero carbon status by 2030. Now, this makes a point very clear that any potential entry into this sport would likely depend on Formula One's adoption of more environment-friendly fuels. Fritz Enzinger also added that an F1 entry from Porsche would be of great interest if aspects of sustainability, for instance, the implementation of e-fuels, play a role in this. The last time Porsche raced was in the mid-1960s, with Porsche 718 being the last car to race in Formula One. And even after its exit as a factory team, it continued to supply engine to various teams which followed various successes. The golden period in this sport was when they supplied engines to Niki Lauda's McLaren in 1980s. Now, whatever I told you before was based on the interview given by Fritz Enzinger, and as mentioned before, he is the vice president of Porsche Motorsport. And many of you might know that Porsche falls under Volkswagen Group, which also owns many iconic brands such as Audi, Bentley, Bugatti, Lamborghini other than Porsche. And some sources say that Volkswagen can enter the sport with Audi as well, and Porsche is not their only choice. And it's also not clear whether they will enter the sport as a full works team like Mercedes or Ferrari, or they will enter it just as an engine supplier like Honda. It is said that Volkswagen Group had exploratory talks with 3 teams which included Red Bull, McLaren and Williams. Red Bull obviously had an appeal as they lacked the ties with a car manufacturer, when Aston Martin pulled out as their title sponsor after announcing a team of their own, and they took charge of their powertrain department after their engine supplier Honda announced exit from the sport from 2022 onwards. McLaren, whose team principal Andreas Seidl was the former head of Porsche Motorsport and who is embarking this season on a new customer engine contract with Mercedes, said that we never comment on speculations. Meanwhile, Williams refused to make any comment. Well, whatever the news is, it's confirmed that they are not entering anytime soon, and 2025 is still far ahead, and we don't know what will be the level of circumstances 5 years later, and whether the new regulation changes will convince Porsche or Volkswagen Group to invest in a ridiculously expensive Formula One team or not. And if Formula One successfully attains their target of net zero carbon emission, we can see many more Formula One teams on the grid, with the possibility of Honda returning back to the sport as well. Well, that's it for today. Thank you for watching this video, and to all those who have subscribed to my channel, I want to thank you all from the bottom of my heart. And to all those who have not subscribed, guys, you can subscribe anytime if you like my content. It's nothing that I can force you to do. So thank you for watching, and leave your thoughts in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye.